Welcome everybody, the V1.20 update has gone live in Brainite and there is so much to discover. We're going to head right down here because oh my goodness me, the Shadow Shoreline base has been destroyed, ladies and gentlemen. There is nothing left here, and as you know, we are into the final, believe it or not, 2.5 weeks of Brainite Season 1. That is right, where has this season gone? And we are preparing for the build-up to Brainite Season 2. So today, V1.20 went live, even though Brainite said that it's not going to go live until Saturday. They've just decided to give us the update anyway. And it sees, obviously, the destruction of Shadow Shoreline, but it just doesn't see the destruction of Shadow Shoreline. It also sees an update in the map itself, and we're going to go to one of these updates right now. As you guys know, this season has been majoritively themed around war, but for the whole season we have been following this device. And ladies and gentlemen, as of this update, this device is extremely close to Teen Towers. A few weeks ago, in fact just 2 weeks ago, this device was literally over there. Now it is over there. So next week we should see the War of Teen Towers officially begin. And as you know, that's not the only thing we've been keeping an eye on. We've also been keeping an eye on the mini wars that have been going on around the map during this season. Obviously, the first mini war was right here at the depot, literally like 2-3 weeks ago now. How insane is that? The second war was at the mini agency and Far Out Farm. The war that happened last week was at Coastline Castle. And the war that is happening this week is at the final remaining place on the map, Sideline Shore. But it also looks like Teen Towers is now at war, with the Teen Towers text icon going orange, which if a text icon is orange in this season, it means that that place is at war or in the middle of a conflict. And something is going on outside the depot. Now, just to let you know, there is a week left of the summer event before we officially move into the exit of the summer event. Not gonna lie, I'm so happy that the summer event is going to end, because I am so fed up of hearing this music in this depot and having to hire a little whip. So all of this stuff will be gone. I don't know. There is no way he has seen me from here. Look at how weird is that? So we have just 19 days to go until Brainite Season 2. By, I believe, next Monday, we should have 14 days to go. And we just have 2 weeks to go. So from maybe even next week, or the week after next week, we will be getting our first official teasers ahead of Brainite Season 2. Which, telling you guys right now, if you were fed up of landing at Brainite areas and having bosses on the map, you're not going to like Season 2, because there's even more of them. So from next week, this little depot here will be back to normal. It will be a normal depot. There won't be all of this summer stuff around it. And of course, as of now, we do have the Chelsea FC outfits in the Brainite shop. All the Happy Brian Day stuff have now moved out, and the next time the Brian skin comes back, which I believe will not be for a very long time with how long he's just been in the shop for, when the Brian skin comes back, he will be back to his normal price of 1,200. So if you didn't buy the Brian skin during these few days, you've missed out, because it's not guaranteed that Brainite are going to make him free when he comes back. He's probably going to go back to his normal price. Now, yes, that is my cat in the background of the video. If you're keen-eyed and you've noticed my cat, So obviously with just over 2 weeks to go until the next season of Brianite, I think it's time we start talking about the storyline, which a massive video on the storyline is going to come from me soon. But we're going to be talking about obviously how the season's going to end, what's going to happen, because within this update, Brianite actually put in the files for the end of season live event. Now, as you guys know, whenever you play Brianite, you are following the storm. But what if there was a time where you're not following the storm, but you're watching the storm? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it seems like this season's Brianite end of season event is based on the storm. The end of season event will take place on August 3rd, with season 2 releasing the day after on August 4th. And season 2 end date will be September 26th. So it will be a pretty long season. I think it will be longer than season 1, I believe. I think season 1 is going to be about 4 weeks, season 2 maybe 6 weeks probably. So it is going to be a longer season, but obviously with what Brianite have planned for this season, that is expected. Now, if you go over here in the new update and you want to hire Peely and Ripley, they have moved. Now, I can actually go and show you where they have moved. If you just go down there, they are just at the lighthouse now. So they've not moved far. It's probably because, obviously, the war is going to happen here at Teen Towers. So, Brianite have thought we're going to move the Peely and Ripley NPCs away from the war because you guys like. Now, as of now, the guards here aren't fighting each other yet. There will become a time where they do fight. And also, in this update, Brianite have removed infinite mats, so you can't, like, build infinitely anymore. Which is really weird, but it makes sense. Because in Brianite Customs, people were building infinitely and it was, like, ruining the fun, so Brianite might also slow down the amount of mats you can farm at once in future updates. And there is going to be a war here, and you guys are stood on a tennis court doing nothing. Is that going to get you anywhere for when Shadow make their final move here? No, it's not. Wild. What are you going to do? Huh? When Shadow come here with all the fancy weapons and start shooting you? Because they're literally right there. And they are going to try and take Teen Towers. And if they do, it will be a massive turning point in which they could go back down the map and start retaking over everything. It could. If Shadow do win Teen Towers, it could actually extend Season 1 until the war's actually over, which I don't want. But guys, V1.20 in Brianite, what do you think to it? If you guys like it, give it a like, and of course subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow for another Brianite video. Goodbye.